One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bears will boot it away to start the game. Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Cyclones just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using the quick game. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
So Baylor's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
First down.
They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. To the air on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Pushes for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. On the option. He'll toss it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches into him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the run. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Thompson wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cyclones will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got enough for the first. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking deep down the right side. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Thompson to throw. Floating away. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. And off from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Fouled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference since they've expanded the quality of this conference.
He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to change this route. Thompson wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Iowa State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he... At the 18. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Thompson to throw. Looking down the middle. This time it's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Offense in a bunch formation. The inside handoff. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw. It falls incomplete.
The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Cyclones are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two...
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Here's the pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Bears line up to punt it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better. game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. On the move at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. Slithers into space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. ISU been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack to pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snags a quick pass on the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Thompson wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. Not enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The give to the tailback. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we had ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. And now it's 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Kansas is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 15 to Hawaii. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bears will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Thompson to throw. Got his man on the right. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Fouls through the defense. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodic. Touchdown, Bears! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Thompson wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It'll be 3rd and long. Thompson to throw. Spits it out to the back. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Bears will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Thompson wants to throw. It's complete. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Give to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. Inside the... And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 13 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Corrals it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, their throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Thompson to throw. He'll take a shot. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Quarterback making checks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top